Hello and welcome or welcome back to Daily Glow. Today we have a special reading for you, a special pick a card reading. Today we're going to look at who wants to be your Valentine and how are they feeling about you? How are they thinking and feeling about you? And let's see if we can channel any messages. And we're going to try to pick up on the soulmate energies if those exist. Okay, so we're going to try to tune more towards that. And we're going to be steering clear of any toxic energies. So that's my intention for this reading. So we're not trying to get closure here. We are aligning with our highest path. So that's my intention for this reading. And if you're already connecting with a pile, you can find the timestamps for your pile in the description box. So I will see you at your reading. But if you'd like to be introduced to the piles to help you choose a pile, we're going to do that right now. Okay. Pile one, you have the beautiful Rapunzel card. This one says the tower. She's looking out the window and there's a little green bird perched on her arm. And pile one, you have the beautiful fire quartz heart. Fire quartz is a hematoid quartz. So that is your crystal. Okay. Pile two, you have the Bluebeard Fairytale. This card is Forbidden Chamber. You also have the number 23. And your crystal is the beautiful pink Aragonite heart. Pink Aragonite. Okay. Pile three, you have the Fairytale Beauty and the Beast with the beautiful rose card. Number 13. And your crystal is the beautiful red Jasper heart. Red Jasper. Okay. So these are your piles. Go ahead and choose the pile that resonates. Sometimes you may find that more than one pile resonates, and I will see you in your reading, okay? And I don't edit in between my readings almost ever, very rarely, only if something really goes wrong. So I'm not going to be editing out in between. I will just go ahead and get ready for pile one. Pile one, if you chose the Tower card from the Fairytale Rapunzel and the beautiful fire quartz or hematoid quartz heart. This is your reading. Welcome to your reading. I'm going to go ahead and start the hourglass so that I don't lose track of the time this time. And let's see. We're going to go ahead and do a little energy check-in. So this will help you to know whether you are in the right reading for you. Remember that this is a general reading on YouTube, so sometimes they can be like super, super specific for you, but sometimes there's just, one or two important messages that you needed to hear. You know which messages resonate for you and that you always have the power to create your own life. So I'm so excited to get into this. Okay, here we go. All right, this is the energy check-in for pile one. There's someone you're thinking of who you find to be very attractive. By the way, just so you know, I already cleansed and cleared this space. If I don't always say that in my readings, it's just because I forgot to say it. I always cleanse and clear the space. Okay. Yes. Okay. You are really attracted to someone right now, and you're actually really worried about it, or you're up in your head about it. It might be keeping you up at night to some degree, or you're just really overthinking it. And that's because it was very unexpected, and it might even be a little humbling. Now, you have the tower here, and you also have the tower card here, okay? So actually, I'm going to read your card, and we're also going to talk about your crystal too, the hematoid quartz. So these significator cards are from the Kate Forsyth Fairytale Oracle. So let me just read some of this because we got the tower card twice, and the tower card in this deck is a little different. It says liberation. Okay, in some versions of this fairy tale, the heroine was locked up by a fairy to keep her safe from the dangers of the world. However, she draws her dream prince to herself with the power of her voice. So she's been locked up in the tower. So this would represent that you are locked up in the tower and daydreaming, and you've been drawing to you the partner of your dreams by your magnetism. However, it is going to break your tower. It's going to break your tower. It's going to break you out of the tower. And so you're not quite there yet. You're in the stage of worrying and overthinking. You're like, wow, this tower is really safe. I'm really safe in this tower that the fairy locked me up in. I don't really know if I want to be out of this tower yet, right? Okay, so that is an illustration that's like a parable. Yeah, so she has a choice. She has to choose whether to love him and embrace the outer world as she frees herself from the fairy's protection, or she could choose the protection and safety of the tower and a very boring life. Interesting. Okay. The safety of the tower or the adventure of the rest of the whole world? What will you choose, pile one? When they fall on the floor, I cleanse them with the selenite. So I always have the selenite right here. Yes, you have been very happy. You have a happy family, pile two. That's interesting. I said pile two because there's a two on this card, but you are pile one. Sometimes when I do that, it can sometimes be a clue that you may have messages in pile two, but I don't know. If you resonated with that or felt called to that reading, you could check it out. Haven't even done that reading yet. Pile one, you are happy with your family. You may have children already, but if not, you're just really happy with, maybe you live with your parents, with your siblings, or something like that. Maybe you live with a grandparent. Maybe you live with roommates, but you guys feel like a family and you're just really happy with the situation that you're in. And you felt very comfortable with your life the way that it was, but there's been a development, and this change in your life has felt sudden and uncomfortable, even though it was wanted. It's possible that you didn't realize how much it would affect you or what it would really require if you really met the person who sparked your interest in that way. And you have. That's what I think. Either you have or, well, I think you have. Either you have or you will very soon. Very soon. If you haven't yet, then you will very soon, and you would probably have an intuition about this. Okay, so that's your energy check-in. Actually, we're gonna do some Let's do some confirmation initials. I don't always do these. We'll do the Astro dice real quick. Okay, we have Leo. We have South Node and 8. So that's about releasing. You may have been through a major transformation. You could have an Aquarius North Node, Leo South Node. Not necessarily. I'm also seeing Venus in Leo. I'm also seeing Aries and Scorpio. Hmm. I'm also seeing, yeah, Libra, Pisces, and Taurus. Okay, interesting. But this also could be about choosing whether to stay with what's comfortable or choosing to choosing to explore what calls to your soul deeply, which is your destiny. Destiny is not the same as fate. Fate are things that happen to you, which you have no control over, things that just happen because they were fated to happen. If you had any control over them, it would have been before you were born because you chose mm, certain milestones of your life were pre-decided or predetermined before you were born, and you accepted those limitations or helped create those limitations before you were born. Then you came here with the ability to shape your destiny in between certain fated events. And your destiny is what you can rise up to meet. It's what you can create. It's what you can expand into if you would choose to do so. Hmm. Oh, we didn't do the tiles. Here we go. Okay. L I T lit. A Lita. We have J P. It's another I. Another L. Little. Somebody's name could be Little. O G. Okay, there's a lot of potential names here. The initials or yeah, the initials are LIT, AIJPITL, EOGT. Somebody could be a police officer, somebody could have a pit bull, somebody could be a justice of the peace, somebody could be they could be a writer, or um they could be studying literature. They could be going to college for an English degree. They could be an English professor. Somebody's name could be Ty, JP. Somebody could live on an island. Um, there's actually a lot here, but okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put these away. Actually, I'm being told to get a couple more. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, we have SNGRPIAE. Somebody could be from the south. Somebody's name could be Rhea. I also see Greta, Nancy, Regan, Paul, Sydney, Queenie. I'm getting GR names like Greta, Gretchen. Lorena. They say Raina, Gina, Singer. Somebody could be a sewist. Nor, Gwen, Green, Pierre. There's an L name, but I'm not getting it. I'm sorry. Lisa. Okay. There was a different L name though that I was not getting. You can also take your initials if you see your initials. All right, let's get into the reading. Someone is feeling very protective of you. Someone has been holding themselves back. Somebody thinks that you are perfect for them. You're exactly what they would have wished for. However, they want to do everything correctly. That's why they've held back. This person wants to take care of you and protect you. They also want to, I don't know that they would really do this, but the daydream is that they would want to sweep you away or like, um, this is actually reminding me of another reading I did recently. They would want to, what was the wording I used before? That's so cute. I heard scoop you up. Okay. Yes, but they wouldn't really do that. They're holding back because they want to do everything correctly. Aw. Yes. They want to come in the right energy, and they want to come with love, care, and protection. They want to do everything correctly. They want to do everything in a way that is thoughtful, calm, safe, balanced, emotionally mature. They want to come in a way that's responsible, but they really, really admire you so much. They think you are so beautiful and powerful. Like, you may not be powerful necessarily like in the world, but it's your energy. Like, you have a powerful aura. That's what it is. To them, you are perfection. Yes, you are not like a perfect human being, but but I heard like a goddess. Okay. Okay. And I also heard, interesting. I heard fairy queens don't have to be perfect human beings. There's something very daydreamy about this energy. Somebody daydreams about you. Somebody is wanting to shift a situation by their energy, by their will and determination, by the way in which they show up. Ooh, that's interesting. I just looked at the camera and saw that all of my cards that looked sort of straight and lined up to me were like very askew for you. So let me fix this. Interesting. Someone might be a Virgo. Okay. Actually, the signs that we have out here right now are Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sagittarius, and again, Taurus. That's double Taurus. I know that's most of the signs. Just go with it. Okay. Interesting. Yes, someone is daydreaming and fantasizing about you. Somebody wishes that you were their Valentine, but there's something they have to work out. There's a reason why they're holding themselves back. There's a reason why it's not time yet. There's something about somebody's reputation or something about public perception. This is interesting because when I'm reading, I get into the energy of the person who I'm picking up on, and I don't always do this like this with the cards. Like I'm moving everything very carefully and a little bit slowly. Bear with me because I want it all to look perfect. Oh my gosh, that's what this is, public perception and image. They want everything to look perfect. Interesting. That's something that they're concerned about. Okay, now we have three out of the four kings out. Yes, they are also trying to be very logical. They don't want to make a whole mess of things. That's what I heard. Interesting. That's not a way that I usually phrase things, so that might be how somebody else phrases things. Someone is, oh, shut up. Okay. Okay. This is like almost takes my breath away. Okay. We have right next to each other the high priestess, and right under that was the Hierophant. This is a pair. This is the awakened. Wow. And look at that. Oh my gosh, I never noticed this before in this artwork. This is the Oak, Ash, and Thorn tarot from, I think it's Three Trees Publishing. But look at how she did this art. There, if you put the two cards together, they are on the same branch. And they're looking at each other. Wow, confirmation. And they are a pair. So the Emperor and the Empress represent the divine pair who have mastered the earthly realm, who have mastered living in the material world. But the High Priestess and the Hierophant represent a wiser pair, the Empress and the Emperor, once they have achieved the level of mastering the spiritual realms and emotional and spiritual. Or actually, I think emotional and material is Emperor and Empress, and spiritual and intellectual is the High Priestess and the Hierophant. Yes. Interesting. So they are the highest level of consciousness, the divine counterparts, the awakened divine counterparts. My goodness. So this person who we have tapped into, this person who wishes that you were there, Valentine, this is your divine counterpart. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna clear some space actually. Okay. I'm curious, what kind of energy is this person holding towards you? What kind of energy does this person hold towards you or have towards you right now? This person is in your life currently, right now. They're working on cultivating a sense of forgiveness. So that means heart healing. It's not necessarily forgiveness between you two. That depends on what you may have been through. But they're working on cultivating forgiveness and empathy in their heart because they're wanting to come to you. That's that alchemy that we saw. They're wanting to come to you healed and whole and not having bitterness in their heart left over from things that happened in the past that might prevent them from being able to open up to you. This person is coming with a very clear sense of priorities. This is somebody who's going to be very present with you and and they are present in your life right now, whether you guys are together or not. This could be someone you're dating, or it could be someone you're just getting to know. For some of you, this actually could be someone you're in a relationship with. That wasn't really the intention of this reading, but that's fine. You can watch. But this is somebody who's going to be very open to whatever energies arise between you. They have a spirit of adventure when it comes to you, but within that, they still have the ability to hold discernment, to discern what is right for them and right in this space that they're creating with you. Yes, this person is very protective and they want to be thoughtful of what is best for them and thoughtful of what is best for you also. This person is working on being able to distinguish love from fear and truth from illusion. They have been daydreaming about you, but they're in the process of anchoring that manifestation into 3D reality. Wow, that's really cool. Okay. So I want to see what is this person feeling about you right now. I am going to use my feelings cards. By the way, I just updated this deck in design, but I haven't ordered the newest version of it yet. Once I get the design perfected, I will get that set up to sell so that you guys can use this deck too if you want to. But I want to perfect it first before I offer it to others. Okay. Wow, that goes with your reading too. That is that theme of okay, this person's got to have a Virgo placement somewhere, or it could be sixth house placement. They could have sixth house placements. They really want something to be perfect before they bring it to you. They also use that word to describe you. They think you are perfect, even though they know you're not actually perfect. When they say that, they just mean that you are exactly what they would have wished for and exactly what they were looking for. Okay. What what kind of energy does this person have towards you? This is a message of love card. What is their energy towards you? What are they feeling for you now? You're going to find what you seek. Oh, they feel like they found what they were seeking in you. They also want you to find what you were seeking in them, which might be why they might be holding back a little bit. It might make them a little nervous. Love is never in vain. Aw, that's part of that forgiveness that they're working on. They want to know that every time that they've tried to put love out into the world, that it meant something and that it wasn't a waste of their time and that their life hasn't been a waste of time. These are things that we come to terms with when we are healing our heart. I heard none of it was in vain because it brought them to you. None of it was in vain. Everything in life has brought you to this present moment. Oh my goodness. They now know what to do. Oh, this person is afraid to say the L word. They're afraid to say, I love you. That you guys may not be there yet. I think you guys are not. but that is what they are feeling. They like you. They like you. That's adorable. I'm gonna move these real quick so 'cause I got a couple more of these cards that popped out. Change is always a good idea. Oh my goodness. Don't know if that's true. And this one is really funny. What is this? Yeah, what? Okay. Oh, these cards are really funny. Okay, so we're going to get um some of the feelings cards. Okay, let's see. How is pile one? How is the person who wishes that pile one was their Valentine? How is that person feeling about pile one? These fell down. Oh, yes. Somebody is feeling very strongly drawn to you. Very, very strongly drawn to you. Yeah, someone is indeed feeling magnetized to you. Pile one, you, your energy couldn't be more magnetic. You're coming through as the Empress. You're coming through as the High Priestess. Your aura right now is intense. Oh, but this person feels a little bit mortified. A little, why do I say a little bit mortified? Mortified is a very strong word. Wow. Mortified is a very strong word. Curious. They want to know everything about you, but they're afraid to move forward until they feel like everything is perfect or everything is how they want it to be. It doesn't have to be perfect, but they do want it all to be just right, just the way that they want it to be, because they're very afraid of being misunderstood, very much afraid of being misunderstood. This person wants to be very generous with you. Yes, this is somebody who would want to take care of you. In every way, this person wants to be very loving and affectionate with you and just shower you with love and affection. They want to be so soft and sweet with you, but they also want to give you the life that you want to live. Like they, they want to have a house and a family with you in whatever sense that means to you. So for some of you, a family means all your dogs and cats. So if that's what you want, that's what they want for you. Or if that means children, then that's what they want. If that means that you guys have a farm and you have chickens and things, like then that's what they want for you. Whatever you want, they want to build that with you. Interesting. Okay. Wow. This person is so strongly drawn to you and so excited about you. Let's see, what are they? Yes, and by the way, I also heard like if your career is really important to you, then that's what they want to support. They want you to have whatever you want. So, yeah, so if that means that they're like making you lunches, then that's what it is. So whatever it is for you. This person just wants to be there for you. Aw, this is their signature move. I get so busy sometimes. I'm there with you. Okay. So this is somebody who is very busy. This person is very busy in their own life, and they just daydream about living with you and sharing your lives together so that even though they're very busy and you're very busy, that you would be spending those mornings together and you would be spending those evenings together. And maybe sometimes you would spend lunch together, but you would just be there with each other in all of the in-between moments of the day so that they could do those little things to show you that they love you and take care of you. And they know that you would do those things for them too, because they know that that's the kind of person that you are. And you two do have that mirrored energy. We actually did have all of the kings come out because the first king that came out was the King of Wands. Then we had the King of Pentacles. Then we had the King of Swords. No, then we had the King of Cups. And then we had the King of Swords. Yeah, so we had all four kings come out. That equals an emperor. And then we had the Hierophant come out, which is, in my opinion, the highest level of the divine masculine. Like the most awakened and the wisest version. And you came out as the Empress and the High Priestess, which is equal. That's the equal mirror image version of what came out for the masculine energy. Now, I'm sorry, I'm sort of like speaking as if you were in the feminine. So if you're in the masculine, it doesn't matter, just flip it, because what I'm seeing basically is completely mirrored energy and two people who are very balanced, very um balanced was I all of a sudden lost my train of thought. Okay. People who have like mastered various energies, both material, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual, and achieved a certain level of awakening. Okay, what else is this person thinking about pile one? Thinking. No, thank you. Okay, first of all, this person is not open to this experience yet. And it is because they desire to balance the energies. They do not want to come to you compelled and obsessed. So they are working on alchemy, they're working on heart healing, they're working on, they might even be like preparing their home. They're just getting everything ready, getting themselves ready, getting everything ready. This person is very intuitive. Because they're not just intuitive, they've balanced the qualities of all of the kings. So King of Cups is very intuitive. King of Pentacles is a good planner. King of Swords is discerning and intelligent. And King of Wands is a good leader and also very true to himself, very authentic. So they are thinking of all of these things and wanting to come towards you in a very balanced energy. That's what they're working on. They're very confident, though. They know what they're doing. Am I being selfish? Yeah, they don't want to come towards you in a selfish energy. They don't want to come towards you in a spirit of consumption or just curiosity or just wanting to satisfy some sort of appetite. It's scary and it feels dangerous. I had a dream. Yeah, this person has been dreaming of you, and this person has had some sort of metaphysical or 5D connection with you. This person can feel you. That's not what feels scary and it feels dangerous, but they are afraid of getting caught up in something. They don't want to lose themselves or lose their sense of groundedness or their sense of control over their life. Right now, they actually have felt a little unbalanced or felt that they could be in danger of losing control of their life. So that's why they're holding back. Wow. Okay. I actually want to get a channeled song for you. So just a moment. Let me see what I'm getting. Okay. When I am getting you a song, I use a library of about 6,000 songs that I've been working on for like, oh my gosh, I don't know, like I've been working on it for like 8 years or something. So these are the songs that I got for you, okay? The first song is Heart's Content by Brandy Carlisle. So you can definitely look up this song. This is a really beautiful song. And I'll read you some of the words. Maybe you thought I hung the moon. Maybe you thought we were Johnny and June. That's a reference to Johnny Cash and June Carter, a famous couple. Maybe we thought it was just us two. Maybe we spoke too soon. We never lie and we don't tell tales. We bite our tongues and our fingernails. We fall in love and we don't fall out. Maybe we speak too soon. Here's to you and me, and in between we draw a line, but we can't see where. We can't see where. I don't think these lyrics are correct. We can't see where it bends. Something like that. We scratch our heads and rage against the heart's content. Maybe we hurt who we love the most. Maybe that's all we can stand. Maybe we walk through the world as ghosts. Break my own heart before you can. So this is a song about somebody who's really afraid of love, somebody who is an overthinker, someone who's very cautious, maybe a little anxious, someone who is afraid of putting you on a pedestal and being unrealistic. Maybe they've had that pattern in relationships before where they just put somebody on a pedestal and thought they were really perfect and they like things to be perfect and they tend to overthink. But this is also somebody who knows that both of you are honest, you don't lie to each other, you're both the kind of people who would fall in love and don't fall out, but they're also afraid that you could still mess it up with each other by overthinking or by putting each other like on a pedestal or, not being realistic, I guess, in your expectations. In this song, it also says, maybe we know how the story ends. Maybe it's not even about us. We both retreat to opposing stands and the love lives on without us. One thing I know for sure is love will find a way. Wow, almost like the love exists whether you acknowledge it or not, but can you find a way to claim that love and channel that love in something that you can live in your own life? Or is it just going to exist, in the ether, in your head? Okay. The next song that I got for you, pile one, is Follow the Yellow Brick Road, and you're off to see the wizard from the old movie, The Wizard of Oz. Now, there also could be a reference to the movie Wicked for somebody. Somebody might like the movie Wicked, or somebody might be really into that. But these songs from The Wizard of Oz are about trusting the process. And the wizard is also representative of the magician. And the magician is that person who has learned how to be their most authentic self and also has mastered all of the elements. Like the Avatar, it's sort of like the Avatar. For those who are familiar with, The Last Airbender. I don't know if everybody's um familiar with that, but Yeah, but there is a little bit of that also of putting you on a pedestal because it says you're off to see the wizard. Wait, okay, hang on. That's the other song. Okay, hang on. It says you're off to see the wizard. The wizard is the Wizard of Wiz. If ever a Wiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does. Yeah, so they may see you as being very wonderful for ambiguous reasons or just a little bit larger than life. There's a possibility of that. And I think that they recognize that and they're trying to sort of like pull that into, I don't know, control. Like they're trying to calm down. Okay. Okay, the last song that I got for you, pile one, is My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark by Fall Out Boy. Okay, now this is very interesting because the lyrics to this song say, be careful making wishes in the dark. Can't be sure when they've hit their mark. And besides, in the meantime, I'm just dreaming of tearing you apart. I'm in the deep, deep, I'm in the deep details with the devil. So now the world can never get me on my level. I just gotta get you off the cage. I'm a young lover's rage. Gonna need a spark to ignite. My songs know what you did in the dark. So light 'em up. I'm on fire. Writers keep writing what they write. Somewhere another pretty vein just died. I've got the scars from tomorrow. And I wish you could see that you're the antidote to everything except for me. A constellation of tears on your lashes, burn everything you love, then burn the ashes. In the end, everything collides. My childhood spat back out the monster that you see. My songs know what you did in the dark. They can sense you, they can feel you, they may be able to feel you, especially at night. So you two may have actually been able to sense each other at night. Interesting. But they want to be very cautious of this. They don't want to move forward in lust, in illusion, in haste. Be careful making wishes in the dark. Can't be sure when they've hit their mark. I'm just dreaming of tearing you apart. Yeah, they are trying to they're trying to balance their energies and alchemize the energies, definitely. But they are, this is interesting. Okay, then one more song is coming through. Okay, that's the last song. This is very interesting. They're ready to come towards you very soon. It says one more night. I mean, it literally could be this week, potentially, but this song says one more night. I've been trying oh so long to let you know how I feel. And if I stumble, if I fall, just help me back so I can make you see. Please give me one more night, because I can't wait forever. Give me just one more night. I've been sitting here so long, wasting time just staring at the phone, and I was wondering, should I call you? Then I thought maybe you're not alone. Please give me one more night. Just one more night, because I can't wait forever. Like a river to the sea, I will always be with you, and if you sail away, I will follow you. But if you, oh, interesting. I know there'll never be a time you'll ever feel the same, and I know it's, oh, I don't think that part resonates. And I know it's only words, but if you change your mind, you know that I'll be here, and maybe we both can learn. Give me just one more night. Interesting. Okay. Well, those are the songs that I was getting for you. And then I'm going to close this reading for you guys with an oracle card from the Enchanted Art Oracle Cards by Mimi Pettibone. Express your creativity in a way that is fun. Make the choice that empowers you. And it's okay to have needs and to fulfill them. You guys are on the right path, pile one. If there's some sort of creative project that you have been using to express yourself, that is definitely keeping you in alignment. That's definitely helping you to be in alignment. Also, if there's a group project or something that you're working on with friends, then definitely keep doing that. Continue to make choices that empower you. I see that you have been experiencing this beautiful sort of glow up or this beautiful, radiant, transformative time in your life. You're really coming into your own. You're really blooming and blossoming. So continue to take care of your own needs and just really keep thriving because that's what I see that you are doing. You are magnetizing, like right now, with what you are doing currently. You are magnetizing this beautiful, beautiful love into your life. I'm so excited for you guys. That's your reading, pile one. Thank you so much for co-creating such a beautiful reading with me, and I hope that I get to experience your energy in another reading, okay? Bye. Now, I don't edit out in between my readings, so I'm just going to go ahead and get ready for pile two. All right, we're going to get ready for pile two. Oh my goodness, this one. Pile two, if you chose the Forbidden Chamber from the fairy tale Bluebeard, this is your reading. We're going to start with an energy check-in. Okay, and we're getting the moon, Pisces, and 8. Goodness gracious. Okay. You could be a Pisces, you could have moon in Pisces, you could be a Cancer. I'm also seeing the sun, Leo, and Scorpio. I'm also getting double Pisces, 12th house, and 8th house, and that's double Leo. Yeah, so we have Cancer, Leo, Scorpio, Pisces. Interesting. Okay, I'm getting Riva or Riva Frank. There's a F name that I don't know how to say it, or I don't know what it is, so I apologize. Somebody has a name that starts with F. I'm. Somebody might be thinking about who or what they are. Okay, and we have W, T, A. I see Fatma. William, Veronica, Faye, Tina, Vera. Okay, but if you see your initials or your person's initials, go ahead and take it. I'm also going to do an energy check-in with the tarot too. The Chariot. That's Cancer. You have recently moved on from something or come back to something. Hmm. You have been working very hard to achieve your goals. You are on the road to success. You have let go of whatever was holding you back, whatever was weighing you down. You've moved on from something in a really big way, and you've achieved a great deal of stability, possibly even wealth, but it could be just a great deal of financial stability. Also, you may have possibly, yeah, you may have recently moved or got a new house specifically. Now you are looking for the next step, which is that soulmate relationship, that perfect partner, that partner who is mature, wise, ready for a relationship, but very loving, very caring, very open-hearted, patient, very real and authentic. Somebody who will be the perfect counterpoint. Not perfect, but perfect for you. Okay. And I wanted to read about Forbidden Chamber. That's your card. So these significator cards are from Kate Forsyth's Fairytale Oracle. So let's go ahead and take a look. I won't read the whole thing, but let's take a look at number 23. So the Bluebeard fairy tale is a very dark fairy tale. Disobedience can lead you into danger, but disobedience can also empower you. So this card is called Disobedience, and it's about knowing what is right for you, even if it is against the rules. When Bluebeard's wife disobeys him and unlocks the door to the forbidden chamber, she discovers within a room awash with blood in which ooh, I can't say that on YouTube. She discovers things that are terrible, that reveal the true nature of her husband's, mm-hmm, yeah, secret life and her own potential fate. With this newfound knowledge, she can change her destiny and win a safe and secure future for herself. It is very clear that she would not have escaped a certain fate if she had done what she was told. The test of obedience was a trap. Interesting. So in this reading, this card is a call to action, or for this person, it's a call to action that asks someone to consider whether they are blindly obeying rules and regulations that were imposed on them by others, or if there is a part of them that is being repressed. It is time to test boundaries, discover unexplored parts of themselves, and be bold and willing to make their own choices. But take care because this could be dangerous. You must be clever and resourceful. Interesting. So I don't know if this one is for you or for them. Okay, but that was the energy check-in. Oh, also pink Aragonite. Pink Aragonite is a gentle, heart-centered energy that is nurturing and helps with emotional healing, moving on from, the wounds of the past. helps you to be compassionate, have self-love, helps with emotional balance, tolerance, patience, flexibility. Beautiful, beautiful energy there. Okay, now who wants to be your Valentine? Who wants to be your sweetheart? Someone who is holding back? Hmm. This card is about inner strength, not physical strength. This card is about grace, restraint, compassion, strength of will, and strength of character. It shows that true strength is seen in gentleness. Also, it is associated with the sign of Leo. So somebody who wants you to be their Valentine could be a Leo or have Leo placements. This is also a very graceful person who is strong enough to be gentle and compassionate and forgiving. This is somebody who is not in contact with you. This is somebody who has not been talking to you because they are healing. They're focusing on their healing. We have the Sun card. So these are two cards associated with Leo. So this person really could be a Leo or have a Leo placement. They're preparing everything. They're planning to open up completely and tell you everything. But they want to make everything perfect. Or they want to set everything up. What are they trying to set up? This person is worried about being criticized. They're feeling a bit defensive, probably not from you, but in a sense, it's like they're preparing for battle. Why are they preparing for battle? Yeah, they're really, really, really worried about this. Because you are somebody who people rely on, but I still don't get it. Why are they preparing for battle? Why are they feeling defensive about this? Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna pull some of these cards. Oops. Okay, I didn't really. I'm gonna work the energy in a little bit more. Why are they feeling defensive? Why are they worrying about this so much? Why are they holding back so much? Oh, they may have thought that you didn't notice them. They may think that they are too boring for you or that you are too glamorous for them. They're afraid that there's some sort of disconnect. Hmm. They're really, okay, this person is really grateful to have you as a friend. Nevertheless, they secretly have a desire to have you all to themselves. They secretly have a desire that you would be theirs, that you wouldn't just be friends. This is, yeah, this is one of your friends. This person secretly desires, or it's somebody who may not even be a friend, but they would like to be a friend, and then they would like to be more than friends. But they don't know if you would like them. They're very patient with the situation because they don't want to force anything. But that's why they are defensive. I thought it was because of other people, and there may be an element of that. Hmm. But no, they're worried about whether you would like them. Okay. Okay. And what are they thinking about you? You might not know now, but you will. Oh my gosh, they are going to tell you. They're planning to tell you how they feel. Earlier disappointment, earlier disappointments were just rehearsal for the great stuff coming your way. Oh my goodness. Okay. Interesting. This person feels like if it worked out between the two of you, this connection could be healing for both of you. This could be the kind of love that you both deserve and have been waiting for or hoping for, not waiting for, but hoping for. Okay, and I want to see, I'm going to use my feelings deck that I made, and let's get some of their feelings. Like, what are they feeling for you? I am working on updating this deck actually, and then I'm hoping to make it available. But let's see. What is pile two's admirer feeling about them? Jealous. Oh my goodness. Safe, peace. They feel really safe and peaceful in your energy. Your energy does feel like sunshine to them, but they're jealous of people who are closer to you than they are. And they're jealous when they think that they may never be close to you. There also may be something taboo about this relationship, and they feel that it could be hopeless. It may be hopeless. They're also afraid that if they don't get the opportunity to tell you how they feel, that you'll probably figure it out anyway, which might be embarrassing. This person is pretty sentimental. They probably remember every interaction you've had. Yeah, but they're pretty sure that probably nothing will happen. And they're probably really frustrated with themselves for for how they feel because they think it's hopeless and it's really very silly. Yeah, this connection is very challenging. They also feel embarrassed that they're attracted to you, and they get really excited whenever you're around, and that's very embarrassing to them. Aw, my goodness. Okay, and what are they thinking about you? I love you and I see you. What I wanted to say is the difference is ashamed. Yeah, this person really, really sees the value in you. Like they really feel like they see you as a person and they really admire you and they really appreciate your energy and your presence. And they haven't been able to figure out or they haven't felt like they could say what they wanted to say. Okay, tell me about the differences. Make changes accordingly. You're going to get your butt handed to you. Don't give a what some people think. Yeah, okay, this would be frowned upon for some reason. That's probably why they're ashamed to even be attracted to you. There's some reason why this would be frowned upon. That's why they haven't come out and done anything or said anything yet. They do feel like it's hopeless. Yeah, on the bottom of the deck, we have what is not being said. Everything, I think. Everything is not being said. Yeah. Okay. Let's get some channeled songs for you. Okay. So when I'm channeling songs, I'm pulling from my library of over 6,000 songs that I've been working on for years. So the first song that's coming through is Walls by Ruben. So you can look this up. The lyrics say, I've always been a part of these cool kids. I don't know pain the way that I know it now. Just hear me out. I'm taught to not feel. I only find a way to suppress it all. My walls are tall. But the wind has changed. My walls are weakening. They're gonna fall soon, and I'm gonna need you. It's been night for days, and I don't feel the same. They're gonna fall soon, and I'm gonna need you. I haven't hit the ground till I do it. I'm not a mess unless you can see the scars. I've heard it all, but you need to understand I don't do this. See, I'm a brick away, and I had one call. I need you now, because the wind has changed. Okay. The second song that I was getting for you is Hate You by Ingrid Michaelson. So the lyrics to this song say, I wish that I could fall asleep at night instead of wondering why I never get it right. So much swirling up inside my head of what I didn't do or what I should have said. I don't hate you. I don't hate you. I just hate how much I don't hate you. 2 a.m., then 3 a.m., then 4. I'll never sleep again, not like I did before. You're the living nightmare that I always dream about. I can't seem to live without you. I don't hate you. I just hate how much I don't hate you. God, I want to hate you. I just hate how much I don't hate you. Okay, and then finally, the last song that I was getting for you is this is kind of funny. This is a song from an old Disney movie. This is like a Disney movie from like the 70s, I think. It's Not in Nottingham from the animated Robin Hood. And the lyrics say, every town has its ups and downs. Sometimes ups outnumber the downs, but not in Nottingham. I'm inclined to believe that if we weren't so down, we'd up and leave. We'd up and fly if we had wings for flying. Can't you see the tears we're crying? Can there be some happiness for me? Not in Nottingham. So this is kind of a clue because it makes me think maybe there is something about where you guys live. Maybe there's something about Yeah, it could even be like the city that you live in or the town that you live in or something about where you guys are. It's possible that your relationship would not be accepted where you live now. And so sometimes you, no, okay. Sometimes they fantasize about being able to just run away with you and being able to just run away to a place where it would be okay for you two to be together. Or they just fantasize about the situation being completely different so that they didn't feel so restricted. Interesting. Um, I'm still curious though about why the Forbidden Chamber came through. So I mean, this is where I would close the reading, but I kind of want to pull on that specifically. Can you tell me about, yeah, somebody is really holding back, really avoiding you on purpose, really trying to protect themselves, defend themselves, and really up in their head worrying about this. But I want to know specifically, why is this forbidden? What is going on here? Or why do they feel like this is forbidden? Or what is meant by the forbidden chamber for this relationship, for a connection? It's not a relationship, this connection. Okay, for some of you, you may have broken up with this person. This could be your ex. That's not for everybody, but this could be somebody's ex, or somebody could be going through a breakup. Somebody could be going through a divorce and they're not single. Someone could have moved away. So this could be somebody who's now at a distance because they moved away. Yeah, somebody would have to move to make this work. There also could be a language barrier for somebody. That's not for everybody. I'm getting a few different scenarios coming through. Yeah, but somebody is going through great personal loss. So also for somebody, it may not be a divorce or a breakup. Somebody may be going through like a family crisis or just a really difficult time in their life. But you know what? This person is planning to make a move, or they're planning their life in such a way as to figure this out. So either they're directly planning to make a move towards you, or they're trying to figure out this situation. They may be doing their research. Somebody may be planning to go back to school. Somebody may be planning to go to college, but in some cases, someone is thinking of proposing or planning to propose, or they may be thinking about how they can tell you how they feel. So it kind of depends, because for right here, for answering this question, I'm getting a few different specific scenarios. Someone is waiting until someone is not going through such a difficult time. If there's a physical distance, somebody wants to bridge that distance. If there is a difficulty in communication or a difference in communication or a misunderstanding, somebody is figuring out how to bridge that gap, confirmation. Somebody wants to make you feel better. Somebody wants to learn how to make all of this work, and then they want to bring you their heart. That's kind of sweet. Okay, but I'm curious though, like, is this a good situation? Like, is this a safe situation for Kyle too? Well, it's actually going to be a very balanced situation. And this is interesting because they're specifically telling me that while there may be some sort of taboo element to this right now, or just a very difficult element to this right now for some reason, They're saying that this connection would not bring you dishonor, or this connection would not bring you shame. It would not bring you shame or dishonor. Also, it would be balanced, and this person has very honorable intentions towards you, and they want to have a balanced and reciprocal relationship, and they want to take care of you, and they want you to look after each other. If you guys broke up, they want to come back, but they also want to leave behind anything that they would have to leave behind. They want to come to you clean and new and healed. If there's an apology needed, they want to bring an apology. They're willing to make concessions and make adjustments. They don't want to be separate from you anymore. They don't want to be away from you anymore. If you were angry at them, they don't want you to be angry at them anymore. They want you to see them as the intelligent, logical choice. They want you to fall in love with them. They want to show you that their love is true and pure. And the thing is that it is actually. There is healing here if you want it. Yeah. And on the bottom of the deck, we have Knight of Wands. Yeah, so this could be somebody who left who's coming back, or it could just be somebody who wants to come in fast. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get you some oracle cards and we will call it a reading. All right, this is the Enchanted Art Oracle cards by Mimi Pettibone. Okay, so this is a message for you from the divine. Somebody from your past may be coming back, but it is okay to say no. You do not need to take this person back, even if this person is sorry, even if this person has changed, okay? It is completely up to you. It is completely up to you. You don't need this person in your life. You can make your own magic. So if this was an energy that you're interested in and this is something that you want, you can say no to other people. You can say no to other people's rules and restrictions. You can leave Nottingham, you know, you can do whatever you want. You can make your life the way that you want it to be. So for some of you, if this is an ex and you're like, no, thank you, great. You don't need this person. For some of you, if this is somebody that you really do want to be with and there's some reason why your current situation, you can't be with this person, maybe there's a different relationship that you need to leave. You know, maybe this is that, maybe that's what's going on. So you do whatever you need to do that's right for you, but you are in charge of your life. Choose what makes you happy. And when we say happy, I think, you need to search your heart to know not something that's going to be just a whim, a passing pleasure, but what is going to make you feel truly right in this life. Like you'll feel like, yes, this is what I came here on earth to do. You don't want to get to the end of your life and look back and think, I have all these regrets. I wish I would have done this or that. So, yeah, you have to believe in yourself. Yeah, It's okay to have needs and to fulfill them. It's okay to be in love. It's okay to want to be in a relationship. It's okay to want to have a partner. It's okay to want to be loved. If that's what you want, that is a life that you can create. You don't have to be in a partnership with whoever people say you have to be in a partnership with, okay? You know what's right for you. And if you're not sure, you can turn to God, the universe, source, your angels, and you can figure that out because that wisdom is available to you. Okay. Okay. Cool. Believe in yourself. Okay. Beautiful. You are beautiful. So believe in yourself. Awesome. Okay, thank you for co-creating this reading with me. I hope that that was fun for you, that you got something out of it. I love it when you guys hit the like button or leave me a comment. I try to reply to everybody, and I hope to see you guys in another reading, okay? Bye. I don't edit out in between my readings, so I'm gonna get ready for pile 3. Okay. Pile 3, if you chose the Rose card from Beauty and the Beast, number 13, and the beautiful red Jasper crystal heart. This is your reading. Well, let's get into it. The red Jasper heart, let's see, where did I put this? Okay, the red Jasper heart is associated with physical strength and energy, stamina, focus, determination, resilience. It supports the energy of healing, rootedness, tranquility. It's said to be protective, grounding, and empowering. Beautiful. Let's start with a little energy check-in for you. Pile 3. Hmm. Okay, that's a lot of cards for the energy check-in, but okay. All right. I'm trying to get these all here. You're being very careful right now. You're being very careful right now, pile 3. Or you had been very careful, and because you were being very careful with everything, because you were very brave, now you're having a lot of clarity and things are really going your way. You have new love coming into your life in the near future. You might be, some of you, yeah, if you haven't met somebody yet, you will very, very soon. And it's because you were being very sort of strategic and careful with your life. You were willing to make changes. You were willing to do uncomfortable things, walk away from things that you needed to walk away from, say things that needed to be said, even if it was uncomfortable. Yeah, and now you're reaping the consequences of that with like a brand new chapter in life. Everything is changing. You are rising up to meet your highest destiny timeline, your highest timeline. Now, you might be falling in love with somebody now or very, very soon, but you're still going to be alone. You're not going to jump into this. This is an energy check-in, so this is what I am seeing for you. This is, and then we're going to get into your reading, okay? But this is like a kind of a big energy check-in because we got all of these cards that came out for you. But let me make a little more room here. Yeah, you've definitely been letting something go. You've definitely been grieving. And you're taking your time with this process of letting something go and building your new life. And you've been making time for divine timing. You've been making time for yourself to have the time that you need. You've also been waiting for clarity because you see that you are at a crossroads, that you could go in a lot of directions. And so you're making sure that the direction that you go in is one that supports your greatest, highest timeline, your greatest prosperity, your greatest happiness, your greatest health. You're not going to compromise on the things that are good for you or right for you anymore. There's no need to compromise. So unless a connection is aligned with your highest timeline, then otherwise you would just be single. Yeah, unless you have a connection that comes into your life, which is aligned with all of the truth and clarity that you have achieved so far based on everything that you've been through, then you would just walk away from it and let it go. That's just where you're at this point in your life. You're really just building up your life, but in so doing, you are actually magnetizing towards yourself true love. And this time, it really does have the potential to be what you hoped and wished and dreamed that it would be, but you would still approach it carefully. Yeah, making sure that you're not ever like acting faster than you are developing clarity. So only acting as far as you have clarity. That's um part of your energy check-in, but let's get some initials for you and also we'll do the astro dice. Okay, we have Sagittarius. We have Moon. Somebody could have Moon in Sagittarius. And we have 6. You could be Life Path 6, or you could be a Virgo. Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising, Sagittarius, or, Virgo Sun. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Also Venus, Virgo Venus, Sagittarius Venus. I'm also seeing Gemini, Pisces, Capricorn, Taurus, Aries, and double Virgo, and Libra. Okay, and then where did I put my initials? Somebody could live in Utah or be from Utah. Okay, we have UTCZU. Yeah, that's literally Utah. Somebody's name could be Ethan, Evan, Hubert. Hmm. I also see Taz. Somebody could have a nickname Taz. Also Vic, Hannah. Somebody has an ant coming through. CJ. Hmm. I always know that there's names that are like almost there that are not quite there, and I'm not getting them, so I'm sorry about that. Oscar. Hmm. Oh, cute. I also see cute. Hmm. TV. Interesting. Okay. All right, let's get into your reading. Pile three. Yeah, okay, so you are single and thriving, pile three, and someone has noticed you, and somebody really admires you and thinks that you are just beautiful. When they fall on the floor, that's more energy that's really trying to get our attention. When they fall on the floor, I always cleanse them on the selenite. Oh, wow. You're really thriving. You might be coming into some money, but yeah, the kind of thriving that you are experiencing includes financially thriving, and somebody is noticing this. Someone is jealous. Oh, okay. All right. Hmm. It's not super attractive, but let's see what we get. Someone misses you, but they don't. Okay, somebody misses you, but they don't feel like they have something to offer, or they don't feel like they have enough to offer. They're like, what can I offer you when you have everything? You have everything you need. Aw, aw. Okay, well, I don't know. Do you have anything to offer? Let's see. Hmm. Yes, this person really admires you. This could be somebody who is seeing your um either your work or a hobby that you do. They see some sort of art that you do or some sort of skill that you have. So specifically, if you are in the public eye in any way, so if you have any kind of platform, like if you are a singer, musician, writer, even if you're just writing, like fanfic or something, somebody is seeing what you are doing and they really admire you. They're trying to ignore their feelings though. And it could be because they're at a distance, but it would require some sort of strategy from them to try to get closer to you. They were trying to ignore you before, but actually they just can't. Yeah. So they've actually decided that they're going to try to bring you what on actual earth? Okay. Okay. So let me move this candle back. So I need to make a little bit of room here, okay, for another card. These cards fell out here in my lap. Oh my goodness, no way. Oh, they're like willing to change everything though. Everything. Okay. 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 So they tried to ignore this because they saw that you had everything. Actually, they may have really, really admired you because of your skill or something, but it's actually possible that you may have been in a different relationship in the past. So take it as it resonates, but they thought you had everything. So for some of you, that means you had everything, including you also had a relationship, like you were living with somebody. Again, this has come up in past readings, but for some of you, it wasn't that you were living with somebody, it's just that whoever you were whoever you were living with or yeah, you have either family, yeah, you have a family who could be intimidating. Okay. Mm, so they tried to ignore it, but they really feel sad to be away from you, or they feel really sad to think that somebody else has their beautiful rose. That's what came through. Your name could be Rose, but it's more like they admire you so much the way that this woman is, the way that beauty in this story is enjoying and admiring the rose, like they admired you so much, but they can't be with you. So they decided, yeah, they came to a resolve that they were going to have to tell you how they feel, but they feel intimidated because they don't feel like they are able to really show you very well, but they're going to try to figure it out anyway. But somehow they're going to try to be sneaky or strategic about it. And at the same time, they're willing to change everything or they're willing to let go of everything. No, that's not what it is quite. What is it? No, they're not willing to change everything. It's that everything is changing. Okay, I'm getting that song from Wicked that says, I have been changed. Okay, hang on. Let me try to see what that is. Okay. Okay, so in this song, it says, I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Hmm. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good. Oh my goodness. I love these movies and I love this song. But this is a beautiful song. Okay, so that's a song for you for good. Okay. Okay, so let's see. So it's not that they're willing to change everything. Maybe in a way that could be said to be true, but it's more that they recognize that they have been changed, that they can never go back now. Because of that, they see a world of opportunities, they see a world of possibilities, but they also have some confusion, some doubt, and some fear. They feel that they have to move very carefully in the new world in which they have found themselves in. They want to have everything with you. They probably want to have a family with you, but they want to live with you. They want you two to be completely happy together, and they're willing to put the work in. They're willing to do whatever it takes. They know that it might take a long time to build this reality, but that's what they want to do. This person is ready to be committed, totally committed. Like maybe not today or tomorrow, but they're already committed to this path. Hmm. They just regret that they feel so stuck right now. They're trying to figure that out. They feel that there's some things that they're going to need to leave behind before they can move forward freely. They have a lot of doubts and a lot of fears. But they have a very strong intuition about you. They probably dream about you. They feel that they've been getting signs and synchronicities about you, and they're keeping it a secret. They're going to continue to keep it a secret. Interesting. I don't know why it's so secret, but okay. But that's what it is. All right, what energy are they coming towards you with? Or what energy do they hold towards you right now? Your secret admirer. Release. You have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. They're in the process of releasing some fears or releasing something. They're in the process of allowing themselves to change. They're in the process of surrendering to the change. They have so much respect for you, and they're also trying to approach you in the most respectful way, which means right now they're not approaching you because they have so much respect for you. Also, because of knowing you, they've come to respect themselves more. They've come to accept themselves more, and they have come to accept the situation. This person is coming into your energy field with humility and also with the acceptance of, however it goes. Like they're not going to try to force something in some sort of direction. They have surrendered to this connection and to the powerful transformation that it has caused within them. But they still want to have everything with you. That is their hope and desire, and also their belief that it is moving in that direction. Okay. Wow, that's beautiful. Yeah, they're planning to tell you how they feel, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to make that happen. They are caught up in a lot of fear or overthinking or just trying to figure something out in their own head. And for some reason, they feel the need to keep everything secret right now. Let me see, what are they thinking and feeling towards you right now? If they once loved you, they still do. Keep it simple. Sometimes the good is hidden. If you think that this person once had feelings for you, they still do. So if there's somebody who you think used to like you or love you or whatever, then this is saying that if feels like this person or sounds like this person, then they still do. Keep it simple. This person is realizing that it is simple. Like, even as much as they're overthinking it, they realize that it really is very simple, that they just care for you and they just like you, and that's what it is. However, they are hiding their feelings. So this is somebody who you would not necessarily think that they still care about you, but they do. They're hiding it. Okay. And how are they feeling about you? Was pile three's secret admirer feeling about them? This person really only wants to add to your life. This person wants to give you whatever you want. At the same time, though, they see that you have everything and they don't know what they could possibly add to your life at this time. They may be trying to work on themselves and build themselves up so that they feel that they would have something to offer. This is somebody who probably has felt used in the past, and this is probably how they are used to connecting with people. They feel like they have to be useful to people. They feel like that's what they have to offer, is that they do things for people or they give things to people. This is how they normally connect with people, and they're afraid of falling back into that same pattern. And also, they also feel like they may feel used in the sense that they feel like sometimes maybe like a novelty, like people will get bored of them after a while. This person may be envious of whoever's around you. They may be envious of people who have what they want to have. At the same time, they are accepting. We got acceptance before. They are self-aware. They are sort of amused by their own behaviors and um I think this is somebody definitely who can definitely laugh at themselves. We got humility before too. Yeah, this is a very playful person, but that doesn't mean that they want to play with you. They're very serious about how they feel about you. They're going to be brave. They have decided that they're going to be brave, but they're very frustrated with the situation right now. They they don't want you to have any kind of pity for them. They don't want you to, I don't know, they really want to come forward in a position of power, like not power over you. They just want you to see them as an equal. They also feel very protective of you. They want to be somebody who would be worthy of you, and they probably don't really feel like they are right now. They do not. At the same time, though, they're starting to feel encouraged because probably things are going well, or they feel that things are going well, or things are on an upward trajectory. They feel that their their feelings for you and their admiration for you is actually drawing them into a transformation and through a transformation. So they are being changed by their feelings for you, which the number one feeling that they have for you is generosity. They have a very generous spirit towards you. They also feel protective of you. And all of the rest of this is trying to come to terms with that. Feeling validated. Lately, they have been seeing signs and synchronicities that are helping them to feel more validated about their feelings for you. When things are hard, they have been feeling validated and they have been feeling encouraged, and they feel like this is going in the right direction and this might actually work out. They just don't know how yet. They don't know how. They feel like you're not paying attention to them, or you don't see them, or you don't hear them. They feel like they're not good enough yet, or they're not connecting yet, or whatever they're doing is not working yet. They feel like you're someone who is very busy, but also they're very busy, so it's scary and it feels dangerous. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing does frighten them for sure. It feels scary to them to try to fit into your world, and they don't want to. They don't feel like they can fit into your world, and so they don't even want to try. But they do want to get your attention. Yeah, okay, so they want to start with little things and it won't be fun. That's funny. It won't be fun. They're so overthinking this. Are you 100% sure it changed everything? They do feel more sure now, and it did change everything. Yes, because they decided, yes, I want to. Okay, it's possible that before, when they were thinking of like trying to fit into your world, they were like, no, that sounds scary, dangerous. I don't want to do that. Yeah, they felt like it won't be fun. But then they were changed. Everything did change. Now they do feel 100% sure. I don't know if they want to fit into your world, but they do feel validated that they feel like you two could be a match. And they want to have, oh, no. So they recently became aware of something, or perhaps they've gradually become aware of something that has made everything made sense to them. They feel validated and encouraged in their feelings for you, and some sort of revelation or something, you know, they suddenly understand why everything is unfolding between you two the way that it has been. They feel like they have a greater understanding now. Yeah, but they hate the way things are right now. They hate being away from you. They hate being separate from you. They hate if you're with other people. They absolutely hate that and feel really jealous. And they also feel like they're losing their sense of control, or that they feel like they're in danger of losing their sense of control. By the way, speaking of roses, my hands are all scratched up today because yesterday I was doing a lot of gardening. Yes, I planted some roses and some lavender and other things. This person also is not afraid to put the work in and get scratched up. I'm gonna see if I can channel just a couple more songs for you. I use a library of over 6,000 songs. Mhm. Mm-mm. Okay, let's see. What am I getting here? Oh, oh my goodness. Okay, we have Come Home by Finley Brown. So in this song, I don't think those are the right lyrics. Okay, I have to look up the right lyrics. Okay, I found the right lyrics. It says, maybe I'm wrong. Amputate sympathy, strength of my tongue. It's taken the liberty. How do I feel? A glorified refugee. Nobody ever says goodbye, but I don't mind. Just come home. This person wants to have a home with you. They want to come home to you and they want you to come home to them. They feel like a refugee when they're away from you. They feel lost, not lost, but like they feel adrift. That's the word that I was looking for, adrift. And they're feeling very frustrated. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, they're actually feeling angry. Not at you necessarily. Okay, and then the other song that we're getting is um If I Ain't Got You by Alicia Keys. Okay, and in this song she says, some people live for the fortune, some people live just for the fame, some people live for the power, some people live just to play the game. Some people think that the physical things define what's within, and I've been there before. That life's a bore, so full of the superficial. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all if it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you. Some people search for a fountain, promises forever young. Some people need 3 dozen roses, and that's the only way to prove you love them. Hand me the world on a silver platter, and what good would it be with no one to share, with no one who truly cares for me? Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all if it ain't you. Yeah, goodness. And they want to give you everything, but yeah, they don't feel like they can right now. Okay, let's see, what else do we want? We want to pull you some oracle cards. Dare to dream. Oh, that's beautiful. Open your mind to the possibility of what could happen in this connection or what could happen for you. So if this is not somebody that you're interested in, you clearly have the ability to prosper. By the way, if you feel like you don't relate to that idea that you're just thriving and prospering and you just have everything that you could possibly want, you have the ability to manifest that. That's the energy that you're showing up in this reading, okay? So you have the power to create your life. That is what could unfold for you in your next chapter, if it has not already. It's okay to say, you know, I don't know. You have to be careful sometimes in certain situations, but how did my spirit guide say it before? What did they say? They said, oh my goodness. Okay, I found what they said. I remember this. I wrote this down a couple years ago. They said, um, you have done enough. You are allowed to make mistakes. You are allowed to know what you need and be the ultimate authority on what you need. You are allowed your own individual preferences. You are delightful as you are. Trying to fit in anywhere you don't belong or have outgrown will eventually cause you to burn out. And this becomes even more true when you have been upgraded to certain finer energies, which require more energetic maintenance than you once needed. You are allowed to feel entitled to what you require to truly thrive. You deserve to have high vibrational love in every sense in your life. Expect to feel relief, clarity, and understanding. Expect to feel a building joy, a recovery of energy and resilience. Stagnant and heavy emotional states will be replaced with peace and optimism. You can achieve this even if it feels strange or hard now, even if it feels impossible. You have so much spiritual help. Yes, you just have to believe. Okay, I won't read the whole thing. That was something I channeled a couple years ago. Okay, cool. So this is so, so, so super beautiful. if you want this connection can work out in the future. Whatever you do want, though, whether you're interested in this secret admirer or not, you have the power to create the life that you want and the high vibrational love connection that you want. And it's all opening up for you, pile three. I'm very excited for you. Thank you so much for watching this reading and co-creating this reading with me. And I hope to see you again in a future reading, okay? You guys take care and have a great rest of your day. Bye.